Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? In this video, I want to show you a real life example of freelancers, everyday experts, writers that I found had the criteria I'm looking for to hire for a nonfiction how-to writing project and an opportunity to become a published author for my publishing brand. Because I kind of do it a little bit different. I do credit the writers, okay, as a collaboration project um, as an author, okay, co-author alongside with my brand name. So it's a win-win situation. Not everyone gets hired because I'm looking for 5-star quality level potential writers, and the thing is, I don't need them to have any experience in writing in the past because that's not my main concern. My main concern is, are you a real expert in your topic? Are you passionate about your topic? Do you desire this opportunity to write for this publishing brand? Do you see the value of this opportunity besides just making a quick buck here or whatnot? The opportunity is not just the payment; it's actually the writers we hire. Normally, they do it more than just to get paid. They want the opportunity to become a published author, which is something that we take care of. You do the writing, and we take care of the rest. And you become a published author for life about your number one passion slash expertise and slash experience. Okay, so I want to show you behind the scenes who I've discovered today. Let's take a quick look. This is Chanel here. I don't want to read all the answers, but I'll read a little bit. My passion is in the field of trauma, mental health, and wellness and advocacy. As someone with mental illness, and it goes into detail, but what really sold me was she had a great knowledge about trauma. I've heard topics about mental illness quite often, but I want to know, do you really know this topic in depth to the point you can write a book, 30,000 word book that has ideally around 7+ chapters, 101 golden nuggets or more, 101 tips to share people about this topic. Okay, so she says something like, here's an excerpt from my senior paper on trauma. Each experience that we could go through become embedded in our network, and through repetition, all of those connections become strengthened. Some of these experiences, however, stem from trauma, which can impact the brain in a very negative way. Some types of traumas include witnessing violence, natural disaster, terrorism, accidents, abuse, and or neglect, and the loss of a caregiver. Some of these may be considered acute trauma, which is a single traumatic event that is limited in time. During this time, young people go through a variety of feelings, thoughts, and physical reactions that are frightening by themselves, but also contribute to a larger sensation of feeling overwhelmed. Chronic trauma refers to the experiences of multiple traumatic events. The impact of this is often larger because each traumatic event reminds the person of the previous one, which reinforces its negative impact. Complex trauma describes both the exposure and the impact that chronic trauma has on a child. Children who experience this have had multiple interpersonal traumatic events from a young age. Trauma. So she goes into detail about it. She's a real it's a very good. It's a topic. Okay, it's a focused topic. She has real life experience in this topic, I could tell, and good cover letter answers, not just one sentence, one word answers, very detailed, maximum effort. Okay, so I am interested. The topic is trauma, and I'm going to send her an offer for this very soon. Okay, this is for Chanel. Okay, the next writer is this is Christina for the topic of aerial fitness. I've been training every day for an average of 2 to 4 hours in several um, several different areas of aerial fitness. This started as just a fitness hobby. I've always been athletically inclined, but would become bored easily jumping around or lifting heavy, inanimate objects. One weekend, I was browsing through my Facebook feed looking for something different to do. I stumbled upon an open house for a local dance studio. They advertise aerial skills. Um, they advertise aerial silks, hammock, and lyra. I messaged to see if there was room, what requirements there might be. When I arrived, their studio had 4 different apparatuses hung and a master of each available. They showed us a very few very basic moves on each one, and then performed a short routine to allow us to see what we could become capable of. I was absolutely hooked. I signed up for 2 packages that very night. My aerial training started the next day. For the first several months, my weak, wet noodle of a body could only tolerate 2 1-hour classes a week. That was enough to leave my muscles burning. Okay, and goes into more detail. Most of them left me sweating and cursing in the swim. I remember thinking, how in the world are these people explaining all this so calmly? Okay, so she has real life experience in aerial training. It's like aerial fitness. Okay, so that's the topic. How expert guide to aerial fitness. The next writer is Mark here, and his topic is German, and he goes in depth and detail about his proof of passion, story, and experience behind German. Okay, I began speaking and learning German around the age of 5, studying the language from my personal grandmother and through weekly classes in my public grade school. In spring of 2007, during my sophomore year of high school, I earned the highest score in the state of Minnesota on the American Association of Teachers of German, AATG National German Exam. Wow. Later, as my senior year, my German coursework was through the International Baccalaureate Program curriculum. On the requisite year and exam, I scored a 7, which is the highest score possible, and I was the first person in the history of my high school to achieve this score on the exam. Following my brief summer abroad program in Ulm, Germany in the summer of 2009, I began my university studies, ultimately majoring in German at the University of Minnesota. My coursework specialized in German literature, history, and philosophy. During this time, I also conducted original. So he goes into very depth about it. I was the first undergraduate in the department to receive an honor of presenting this colloquium, which is typically reserved for professors and graduate students. My studies also earned me C1 language knowledge status designation in writing, reading, and speaking German, according to European Common Framework of Reference. Okay, cool. So he has real life experience in German. So I'm interested in hiring him for this topic, Our Expert Guide to German. 101 tips to learn how to speak, write, communicate, and have conversations. Spelling here. And have conversations in German for beginners. Okay, that's going to be a title for right now. Okay, so there you go, 3 real life examples. If you're interested in writing for my publishing brand, click the link below the video. Check out my recommended resources, or check out my other additional resources about publishing if you want to do it all yourself. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.